Hip-hop array, East LA, warlords come out to play. This could be your last day in life. Sacrifice, another Aztec dies.
I was like about 10, and I was adopted by my grandparents, and my stepsister, which was my grandfather's daughter, she was with this her baby's dad or whatever. His mom used to do like black magic and stuff like that. So she was like really controlling, and she wanted to have control over her son and over my sister and over my stepmom and whatnot. So she used to do like all kinds of stuff to make like the family turn against each other. And like it all started like when she moved into the house, and like a lot of crazy shit used to happen. And then I started remembering like these crows, because the window where I used to be at, the room that I used to be at in the beginning was this room that my sister was in, so I would just sleep in there until I had my own room. And there would always be like a crow, like at a certain time at night, that would come and land on the windowsill, and it would just be right there. And I remember I would wake up like, what the hell? And so that's how it started off. And then we would hear like noises all the time by the side of my window. And then from that it escalated to like stuff falling inside the house, like the cans in the cabinets would like just open, and the cans would just like fly out by themselves. The refrigerator will open up by itself, and we would hear all of that, but nobody would get up and go check to see what was going on. We all were like kind of like in denial, like, oh no, whatever, making up like these excuses of why it was happening. And I remember once my stepmom, she was we used to go to church, and at that time I was like already like really being into church, and she was on a retreat, and it was just me and my grandfather and my stepbrother and sister. And my grandfather back then, he used to smoke weed, and he was an alcoholic, so he never really paid attention to us and knew what was really going on in the house, because he would get drunk and then go to sleep, and it would always be me, my little sister, and my little brother. So I remember one night I was cleaning up the house and everything, and the windowsill where the kitchen was, you could see outside the backyard. So I was sitting down right there, and I was washing dishes, and then like I was looking into the window, and then I started to see like cloudy like vapor or something. And I thought, well, maybe it's because of the hot water. So I turned off the hot water, and then I was just standing. I used to daydream a lot, so I was standing right there inside the window, and I was just looking in the window, and something was looking right back at me, and I was like, what the hell? And I went like this, and then I went to the backyard, and there was nothing there, right? So I just went into my room, and then later on that night, like I heard like something inside the house. So I got up and I went, and I was thinking, well, what if my grandpa, something's wrong with him or something, you know? So I went out, and the screen door to the back, because we used to have a sliding door, was open. And when I went out to the back, like I seen like a shadow, and I was thinking it was my grandfather. So I was like, Grandpa, you know, and I was looking, and it was like this, like a human size freaking, I don't know, like cloudy kind of thing. And there was a hood over it, but it was like cloudy-ish in a way, but it was dark. And then it turned around, because I guess it felt or something that I was standing right there, and then it turned around, and then it looked at me, and when it looked at me, like it just had like red eyes, and it was just like looking. And then right there, right by where it was, there was a washing machine and a dryer, and like it pushed the soap and all the stuff that was right there, like it pushed it off, and like I just felt like this I don't know what it was, this energy, I guess you could say, like come towards me. And I was like, what the hell? And I went inside the house, I closed the door, and then when I went into the room, I got on my knees and I started praying, like, oh my God, please help me, or whatever. And then I started hearing the knocking on my window, and then the blinds inside my room started like moving like back and forth, but there was nobody inside. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? I was scared shitless. So when my stepmom came home, like 2 days after, I let her know what was going on, and she was like, no, you were just dreaming, and you know, we go to church, and you know we're people of God, and none of that stuff, you know, is allowed here in the house. So okay, she didn't believe me. And then like maybe 2 weeks after, we started hearing noises again inside the house, and this time my stepmom caught it, and she caught the refrigerator open by itself, and then later on that night all of us slept inside the patio. Used to be a living room. No, the patio used to be a patio. They turned into a living room, and we were sleeping inside the living room because my mom was like on prayer watch and everything, and we were like big time Christian people or whatever, and we were right there, and we were praying and we were praying and we were praying, and as we were praying, like we started like the inside of the living room started like getting very, 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 very cold. The door to the garage opened and it closed by itself, and we started praying even harder, like, and then after, like, it just came in, like the door flew open, the sliding door flew open. When it flew open, that spirit just, it came in, like, and it was right there. My mom was praying and she was praying and she was praying, and this thing was just like, when it was going back and forth into the kitchen and throwing stuff down, and it was just crazy. And little did we know that this lady, which was my sister's ex-mother-in-law, was doing stuff inside the house, because the next day when we woke up, my mom started doing like started moving the house around and everything as she was like blessing the house or whatnot, and we started to find things inside the house. Like there was a cup with an egg inside of it, with sticks inside of it, and like different kinds of like herb things inside of it, and then on the other side of the room, like we found in the back of another couch, like a stick figure kind of like person or whatnot, and we had somebody come to the house, and they blessed the house. They blessed the house and everything, and it just disappeared. I guess it went away, and it started from our house. It went next door to my aunt's house. My aunt used to live next door, and shit started happening right there at my aunt's house. But they didn't believe, like, they were like totally against church, so I don't know till when that spirit kept on bothering them. But yeah, it's crazy. They don't live there anymore. They moved. Everybody moved except my stepmom and my grandfather. They still live in the same house. No, that spirit was there because of the lady that had moved in there, which was my sister's ex-mother-in-law.